Welcome to Poopcast. I'm Jimmy Davis.
I'm the guy that loves pooping.
And I'm SonicHaXD. Oh, and also, I think there was that big scene, at least kind of, about Donald Trump being in Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that movie, and I remember that scene, but looking back at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Donald Trump, and he sounds like Donald Trump sound. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So out of place now that I think about it.
What happened with that computer, though, Logan, that I'm sure you'll remember when I mentioned it. We ended up getting a virus on it somehow, and then eventually it just wouldn't turn on at all. So we disabled the internet and everything. We didn't have wireless internet at this time, so we didn't have any reason to continue having internet. Eventually, I managed to get it turned on. That's when I transferred, like, all my files and whatever. And I don't know what the virus was that we got or why it was doing this, but I remember it was constantly trying to open up the internet to go to some sort of porn website.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it like I said, it wasn't hooked up to the internet, but it would go to some like freeporn.com or just something weird like that and say, you know, that there's no internet connection.
Furry porn?
What?
Did you say furry porn?
Free.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I don't remember the exact name. It was just something really generic.
The virus has standards.
Yes. I remember specifically one time, you know, I was in your room, Logan, playing GameCube. Whenever I'm in a room, for whatever reason, if there's a door in the room, I don't like being in there with the door open. I don't know why, but I always have to have it shut. And I remember my mom just came back and opened up the door, just like, you need to keep this door open because I know you're just trying to hide something from me. And I remember I was playing Animal Crossing.
Why were they always so suspicious of us, honestly?
I actually have the exact same thing going on. I'm just watching some YouTube videos. My dad would like come up to me and be like, stop wasting your life on those video game tutorial stuff and stuff like that. So it just doesn't matter what I watch. I usually, when my dad comes back, I'll just scroll to the comments.
That's why you just need to tell him it's not video game, it's porn.
I remember one. This has got to be one of the ones that's pretty funny. Because what happened was, this was before I had my own debit card, and so I would have to use their card to buy things from Amazon. It was a Phineas and Ferb DVD. First thing I did when I got it was I brought it up to my room, and I watched it, and they were like, well, why'd you watch it in your room? Or is there something you're trying to hide from us? They looked very concerned. I'm like, it's Phineas and Ferb. And I actually remember when they were asking me about it, because they hadn't heard of the show. They would make sure it was okay if I bought it. The show isn't demonic, is it?
Are you serious?
That's actually what Dad said.
Oh my gosh. I say, if you want to say the really good things about Sonic Forces, I think the customization is awesome. Like, I know it's a meme, but like, I think it's awesome that they give you the customization in the Sonic game. And the music is pretty good.
Yeah,
and that's about all I can say.
For some reason, some people seem to hate the music, but honestly, I thought that was one of the best parts of the music. I don't know, I like the music.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, like, even like Fist Bump, I know it's cheesy, but it's like, so were a lot of the songs in Sonic Adventure 2.
That's kind of why Sonic Forces got me kind of back into the fan base. They're trying to go edgy again. It's stupid, but I love it.
Yeah, I guess in this case it was like, well, they took it a little bit too far and tried to take it too seriously. I don't mind when Sonic tries to do a more serious, but it's like, make it super dark and depressing just 'cause it just doesn't work.
Because I think when they started doing that, I could just hear the people laughing in the background, being like, Sonic dead, guys. Tails is like totally different now. We're at war, guys. I couldn't take that serious for like 12 seconds. It's just like,
I've been torturing them for months.
Yes, it's like, what's the whole point of that?
I hope that they look at the feedback for this game and actually listen, because Sonic Colors, that contender for my favorite game on the Wii, like I really like that game. Honestly, even though I think Sonic Generations is a bit overrated, I still think it's a really good game. I kind of hope that they try to take more inspiration from those two games, which I think that's what they were trying to do with Sonic Forces, but they just kind of took all the bad parts of those games. Sonic Forces was kind of a mess. It might be the worst game I've ever played, not because it's the worst in terms of how bad it is, but just the worst in terms of how memorable it is. Like, there's nothing memorable about it aside from, like, the music. Otherwise, it's like, I'm going to be forgetting about this game in about a year or so. That's worse than terrible. Sonic 06, at least you remember how bad that game is.
Yep.
But Sonic Forces is like, it's just incredibly mediocre with like a couple good elements here and there. Not necessarily worse than Sonic 06 in terms of how bad it is, but worse in the sense that it's less memorable.
Especially what they did with the... remember the four, like, the main villains? Infinite Copy, like Chaos, Shadow and stuff like that?
That would have been cool to see a Chaos fight, but then it's just like, Chaos is killed in the cutscene.
I felt like I was like, what the heck? What's the point? There wasn't a Shadow fight. But I still think it's so funny that they copied those four characters and made 1,000 of them, and then did that whole Final War part. I actually wanted to make a video about Sonic Forces.
I'm not following anything you guys are saying. I don't know anything about Sonic Forces.
You know what? Then let's end the conversation by saying Sonic Forces was a really mediocre game.
Okay. What has brought you to venture websites with sexualized Digimon/Pokemon? You don't have to tell in full detail.
What?
I don't know.
Wait. Okay. I think he watched a lot of my videos. I might as well see if I can get this out. So, I think sometimes I do go overboard with my furry jokes. especially some of my thumbnails. I do kind of like make it a bit funny, haha, clickbaity. I do make these jokes sometimes and tell people, Rule 34 is an excellent place for thumbnail pictures. Just beautiful.
Okay.
So, there's a YouTuber called Uber Danger. Now, he's a League of Legends YouTuber, but I just enjoy his content in general. Every single one of his videos, or the context, doesn't matter. It can be a video about a rock guy. He would still put a bunch of anime titties characters next to the thumbnail, even if the character isn't even a female and stuff like that.
Okay.
I got the inspiration from him for those thumbnails, and I tend to go overboard sometimes with those jokes. My experience venturing with those sites, absolute masterpieces. Definitely worth the YouTube content, especially the algorithm this year. If you guys want to be big, go to sites like Rule 34.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna start putting pictures of SpongeBob's ass in my thumbnail.
Big titties equal big views.
No, not tits. You're targeting the wrong audience. You gotta target the people who fap to SpongeBob.
Well, you can give SpongeBob tits.
No, not tits. SpongeBob's ass.
Gotta be the booties. Yeah, what I've learned from Overwatch, it's all about booties.
Okay.
Patrick's butt in the thumbnail. Patrick has a nice booty.
Okay.
That'll work.
Which Digimon seasons do you like? I don't know anything about Digimon, so that question makes no sense to me at all.
I don't know anything either, so...
Alright, I'll get through this fast. The answer for that would be, in my opinion, the first 5 seasons. We're not going to talk about the 6th one. I don't follow that. I think that one's more for kids, in my opinion. Season 5, I think it was called Savior. It's not as bad as how people think. I think it's not bad, in my opinion. Season 1, the classic, which everybody loves, in my opinion, is good. And so is Tamers, which is Season 3. I like Season 1, and I think the story might be a little better than Tamers, but I like my profile picture, that Digimon, Guilmon, in Season 3. I like him so much to the point where I can't decide whether or not Season 1 and Season 3 is better, but my favorite season is Season 2. So I think if any Digimon fans out there hear this about me, they probably want to shoot me now, because apparently Season 2 is like a joke. It's way below Season 1, but in my opinion, I think it's better than Season 1. I think it's more funny, I think it has more interesting story. I'll just put out the fact that I think it's more funny.
Okay.
And I thought...
Frontier.
Okay. At least for the Japanese dub. I don't know what they did with the English dub. The first half of the season, okay. The second half of the season, it got so bad that it's comparable to The Room from Tommy Wiseau.
Okay.
I am legit not kidding. It got so sloppy, I laughed at so many parts. I was like, what am I watching? I wanted to make a video about this because it's one of those so bad that it's so good kind of a thing. But people say
Frontier.
So it's like, it's such a classic Digimon series. I'm like, huh? Another video for another day, but there's my quick answer.
Okay. I don't think I've mentioned this before, because I think it's kind of an interesting thing that I'm a part of. I got invited to take part in a reanimated project. We're going to be reanimating the entirety of the Shrek movie.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
And like it's actually being hosted by these people who runs like an actual yearly Shrek convention. So it's not like it's just some kid on the internet or anything like that. It's called Shrek Fest. It's in Wisconsin every year, and apparently they're going to be premiering it, Shrek Fest, this year. I think it's in September. I actually kind of want to go to that. My part, it's literally like 2 seconds worth of animation, but it's still... I don't know if you saw the Mama Luigi reanimated project.
I'm looking that up right now. Like, they did that, and that was 11 minutes. A whole movie?
Yeah. Yeah, I took part in the Mama Luigi reanimated thing, and that's how they found out about me and asked me to join. It's the same thing as that, where it's like every different shot, they have a different animator doing something. I have 3 very short clips if you want to look up and see what I'm talking about. It's where Shrek, right after he rescues Donkey from the dragon, and they're escaping the dragon, there's like a shot where they're trying to run away, they reach this ledge they can't get down, they slide down a pole. And I have a shot where they turn around, look and see dragon, Shrek jumps and starts sliding down the pole, and then one shot of them sliding down the beam.
Okay, I guess I can look up the Shrek, but it gets faster every time he walks. Pause of that scene.
Yeah. Oh, hey, really quickly, Shrekfest has an official Twitter account. The description says it's the annual festival of love and life. It says they have live music, outdoor screening, and onion eating contests. I'm gonna follow them.
I'm following Shrek.
Yeah, you can tell by the website that it's definitely very tongue-in-cheek. Like, they have all kinds of old-style animated GIFs up on the top. The text is like in Comic Sans and stuff. It is a legit thing that does really happen every year, so...
Even if we don't go this year, we have to go at some point.
Definitely. Actually, for everybody listening right now, if you're in a position where you can make it to Madison, Wisconsin sometime the end of the summer or whatever, you should try to come and we should try to meet up.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'm living here, so I'd have to fly over there, which is, yeah, no way.
Where are you living, by the way? I think we mentioned you might want to... You said you hadn't officially talked about that. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to, but...
It's okay. So, like, I'm actually a mix. I'm half American, and I'm half blank.
Okay.
You guys want to guess? You guys want to give it a shot?
I think I saw on your Skype, so I think...
Wait, that's kind of cheating.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Logan, how about you guess, Logan?
I don't know.
Okay. It's Canada. I guess Canada.
Wait, what the fuck?
Okay.
Oh, man, that's... Oh, pretty good, pretty close.
Okay.
I get people who think that I'm from Hong Kong, and some who think I'm from South Korea.
Okay.
But the answer is actually I am from Taiwan.
Okay.
Ta-da! The country next to China, just saying.
Okay.
We have the tallest building in the world. Well, we had the tallest building, but now we have the tallest green building in the world.
Is it like literally green or like environmentally friendly green?
Environmental, yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Well, H3H3 made a video about the A-ring.
Oh yeah, that I remember that.
That's from Taiwan, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's from Taiwan.
This just got way too interesting. This is Taipei Station.
Recently, I did notice there was a game that actually has been rising up pretty well in Taiwan. And I'm like, oh wow, that's great. Like, Taiwan is actually getting some recognition on the gaming part. And I looked it up, I'm like, I think it's called Neko Jishi. It's like, oh wow, like, the artwork's pretty good. And when I keep looking into it, I'm like, wait, hold up a second, this is a gay furry dating sim game.
Oh, that sounds fun. Phobias. What's your phobia then?
Me first or Logan?
Yeah, you can go first unless Logan wants to go first.
Alright. Phobia?
Yeah, so just something that's...
Wait, hold up. Wait, that was really out of context.
Did you just say black?
I was gonna say blackboards, okay?
Okay.
I heard, when I said black, I got interrupted. I'm like, wait, that went really out of context.
I'm terrified of the blacks.
SonicHaXD is racist confirmed.
Is it racist if it's a phobia though?
But I'm also half Asian, so does that help?
The one thing that I do not enjoy are spiders, which is, for example, you know those YouTube profile pictures people used to do where they'd have like a picture of like a fly or like a spider on the...
Yes, I know those.
The fly one never bothers me, but the spider one, I cannot stand that. Like, MP Carlson changed his Twitter profile picture to that one time as like a joke. Legitimately considered unfollowing him or muting him just for that time because I dreaded scrolling through my Twitter timeline because I knew I was going to come across it eventually, and I fucking hate spiders. If anybody hears me talking about this and doesn't really take it seriously, like I'm dead serious. I'm not really afraid of anything other than spiders. If anybody tries to send me pictures or videos of spiders or anything like that, I will block you. I will literally block you if you do that. If you send me any spider-related stuff, I will block you. No exceptions. Why you so gay? Because gay means happy.
Because he likes wiener.
I guess you could also like anal, so there's that.
Well, the thing is, so actually, literally, me and Logan were talking about this morning. Anal doesn't have to be gay, though. Everybody's got a butt.
That's true. That I agree with that. Like, I think. Shoot, this is a weird conversation.
Are you actually gay? I don't actually know.
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure. You answered that almost as if you were.
No, I'm not. I'm just joking about that.
Okay. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be like a bad thing if he was. It's just.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna care. I was just wondering.
At SonicHaXD, when will you eat my ass, Daddy?
I don't even know how to answer that.
Okay.
I guess I noticed that a couple of people have been calling me daddy recently, so I'm not too sure how I feel about that. I mean, thanks.
You're not the first YouTuber.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I think this was during a live stream. It's just like everybody was just like calling the YouTuber daddy just as like a joke, and I.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Like I've called Jack's Films daddy before. I'm trying to get on Yai. Like his, do you watch Jack's Films?
Sometimes. I like that guy. I think he's funny.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually, honestly think the word daddy has kind of been like meme to the point where when somebody legitimately uses it, I can't stop but giggle a little right now.
Right. I was actually just thinking about that a little while ago. If I ever get to the point where I have kids, I don't want them to call me daddy. It seems too weird at this point.
I actually had to call my dad daddy for like a long time, and I think I still do, so there's that.
Okay. Alright.
I did. I mean, I didn't call anyone daddy. That's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say back on the topic of Yai.
I think it was called "What's the Theme Song for Your Life" or something like that, and somebody answered the VeggieTales theme song because I have a vegetable fetish. And I immediately thought of you because your question for my first Q&A was, do you have a vegetable fetish?
What? What? Do I have a fetish? No, I don't have a fetish for vegetables. No, fruit, yes, but not vegetables, you pervert.
That was 2 or 3 years ago now.
Yeah. I've been thinking of unlisting that first Q&A because it's just so outdated and hard to watch.
Was that your first face cam video?
Yeah, it was the first time. Anyway, we should move on to the next question then.
How did we get that much conversation out of when will you eat my ass, Daddy?
Wait, yeah, oh my goodness.
Question for SonicHaXD. When are you coming out as a gay furry? I love you.
Okay, look, I'm gonna answer this in another way for you guys. No, but I love Pokemon, Digimon, and Zootopia, so there you go. If that helps you out.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you like those things, you're obviously a furry.
Well, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're totally right.
No, Did you pay the toll troll to get into that boy's hole?
What?
I don't know.
Is this just a rhyme? The
toll troll to get into that boy's hole.
Okay.
Does that have to do with gay sex?
So
does this have something to do with the Shrek?
Maybe. Although I should specify, he says boys, not mans. So that's a bit disconcerting.
Well, Shrek is love. Did you remember that?
True.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we can move on. There's a lot of questions that normally would have asked, but I think I'm gonna have to skip over them. Stuff like favorite cheese or favorite ice cream flavor.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just gonna get into the ice cream conversation again.
What ice cream conversation?
You guys had the conversation about your favorite flavors. You guys got into a fight, something like that.
Wait, what?
I don't remember. I don't remember that. I remember talking about it. I don't remember.
Something about mint chocolate and the other guy.
Oh yes.
I think.
Oh yes.
Because it's one of my favorites, and he doesn't like it.
I like it. It's just compared to other ice cream flavors, I don't.
Here we go.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like
It was like your least favorite though.
yeah, but well, okay, this is I forget where I've heard this analogy before, but I think it works for ice cream flavors as well. The analogy is that pizza is like sex. Even when it's bad, it's still pizza. So same thing with ice cream. Ice cream is like sex. Even when it's bad, it's still ice cream.
I guess I shouldn't add my opinion, or else this conversation is gonna go on for a while.
Well, okay. But before you go, we do have the one thing we always ask our guests at the end is, for the people who have never watched your content before, what are the 3 videos from your channel that you would recommend they start out with that just kind of are like the best representation of your content?
Okay. Well, I definitely would start off with Jimmy D called me a pervert.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, thanks for being on. Like I said, this is by far the longest episode we've done. Hopefully people enjoy it.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add at the end, Logan?
Not really. You ask me this every time. I never have an answer.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
you can spend the next 2 weeks planning out what you're going to say at the end of the next episode.
Were you talking when I was?
I will block you.
Hey guys, what is up? SonicHaXD here, and thank you all so much for watching this highlight video I made. It was a ton of fun talking with Jimmy Davis and a guy that loves pooping, and I can't thank them enough for letting me be on Poopcast. The entire podcast was 4 hours, so there was a lot that I cut. We talked about gaming, microtransaction, YouTube poop related things, my sexuality about 3 more times, all kinds of things, all kinds of interesting stuff, and I totally recommend you guys to go check the full thing out. Links in the description. We answered pretty much all of your questions that you guys asked us. Except for the ones on my YouTube video that I specifically told you not to put in the comment section. I told you guys to put it on the Twitter post that Jimmy Davis posted, and I even left the link in the description. But no, I still got about around 24 questions in the comment sections, and you'll never know what the answers of those will be. But, since I'm feeling generous, I'll answer a couple.
Yes.
My daddy.
At last, I am surrounded by people who get me. People who understand.
Again, thank you all so much for watching, and if you like this content, and if you want more, don't expect any, because seriously, all I did was sit in front of a computer and just type subtitles for the past 2 months, and I cannot handle any more of that. But if you do like this, please let me know, and I'll keep that in mind. And now that I'm done with this, I can start working on the Alpha and Omega. Continue working on the Alpha and Omega YouTube poop. Thank you all for watching again, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye. A guy that loves pooping. A tongue twister. What was that sentence? A tongue twister. I don't get it.